Dear boomers, personal change takes an intentional act of will, and it usually means that something was making us uncomfortable enough to want to do things differently. To evolve is to overcome the conditions in our life by changing something about ourselves, says Dr. Joe Dispenza. And what comes immediately to my mind is a dire diagnosis of cancer. You only have a certain amount of time to live, or you have to go through these treatments to help halt the end of your life, or, a near death experience, or an accident that almost takes your life. Any number of different things can make you suddenly realize that you want to change. So, have you ever felt stuck, trapped in the same thoughts, same patterns, same problems? Maybe it's a job you hate, a relationship that no longer fulfills you, or a deep sense of dissatisfaction you can't quite name. You want to change, but something keeps you pulling you back into the same loop. Why? Because change is hard. But according to Dr. Joe Dispenza, change is also science, and it starts with one thing: an intentional act of will. So, we struggle to change because of the brain's wiring. Your brain is a record of the past. It runs on familiar neural pathways that keep you doing the same things day after day after day. You wake up, you check your phone, you might drink some coffee, you drive the same route to work, and you repeat the cycle day after day after day. Your thoughts shape your actions. Your actions shape your habits, and your habits create your identity. Meet somebody who has wanted to quit her job, but she's wanted to do this for years, for instance, and every morning she tells herself, "This is the day I finally start looking for something new." But by the afternoon, she's so exhausted, she's drowning in emails. She is thinking, well, maybe next week or maybe tomorrow. The years go by and nothing changes. Why? Because Sarah's brain associates stability with safety, even if she's miserable. Then we have the science of the comfort zones. The brain sees uncertainty as a threat. It prefers discomfort, it knows, over the unknown. This is why people stay in jobs that are unfulfilling, toxic relationships, or negative thinking patterns. How do we break these cycles? You have to recognize discomfort as an opportunity rather than a burden. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" you instead ask, "What is this trying to teach me?" The brain resists change. Every time you repeat a thought or an action, your brain strengthens that connection. If you tell yourself, "I'm not good enough," that belief gets reinforced like a well-worn path in the forest. But when you introduce a new thought, "I am capable of change," I am capable of change, your brain hesitates. It's like stepping into an unfamiliar trail, the path least taken. At first, it feels wrong, but the more you walk that path, the clearer it becomes. Think of the person who has told himself forever that he's not an athlete. He wanted to get in shape, but dreaded every workout. He finally decided to shift his identity by repeating one sentence: "I am a runner." At first, it felt like a lie, but he backed it up with action. He ran for just 5 minutes a day. Within a month, his brain adapted. He no longer forced himself to run, he became a runner. Small shifts in identity create massive changes over time. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. You just need to start rewiring one thought at a time. So here are the ways you can catch yourself and how you can rewire your brain. Number one, catch yourself in the pattern. Notice when you're thinking the same self-limiting thoughts. Awareness is the first step to breaking the cycle, and that is a win. As soon as you become aware of what is holding you back, that is a win. And then you interrupt the thought with intention. Replace "I'm bad with money" with "I am learning to make better financial decisions." And back it up with action. If you tell yourself "I am disciplined," prove it. Wake up 10 minutes earlier, drink a glass of water first thing, start your day with intention, do a meditative session, even write in your journal to get your mind in the right place for success. And blaming circumstances. Most people wait for external change to feel differently inside. They say, "I'll be happy when I get that promotion." Or "I'll feel better when I move to a new city." But that's that backwards thinking. Actually, you take yourself with you wherever you go. Moving to a new city will not solve a thing. And maybe you'll feel excited for a day or two, but that same old thinking pattern starts haunting you again. So when people wait for the right time, let's give that as an example. Rachel always wanted to start a business, but she kept saying, "I'll do it when I have more money, when my kids are older, when things settle down." But years passed and life never settled down. The truth, it never does. The perfect time is now. And then shifting from external to internal power. The environment doesn't change you. You change first, and the environment responds. When you start feeling differently, making different choices, and showing up as a new version of yourself, life starts mirroring that change back to you. Here's an example. Michael was terrified of leaving his 9-to-5 job. Instead of quitting immediately, he changed his mindset first. Every morning he told himself, "I am already a successful entrepreneur." He started acting like one, waking up early, networking, taking courses. Within a year, he made enough money to leave his job. Change began in his mind before it showed up in his reality. So to evolve is to overcome the conditions of your life by changing something about yourself. Ourselves, your, me, we're all the same. Your life is a reflection of your internal state. Change your thoughts and your world will follow. Which one limiting thought or pattern has been holding you back? Take a look at that. Think about it, reflect on it, contemplate. Share in the comments and let's rewrite the story. If you found this helpful, there's going to be a video that shows up right here. Take a look at it, like, subscribe, and check the notification bell, and I will be back tomorrow.